Hey, too many types 2 got announced, so I figured I should do another playthrough of the first one to remember the easy to understand type charts. This time we're focusing on the Furry type. Why? I don't know, man. I think I just want to know the reason to use Fennekin. Our adventure begins with saving birds from an Engi Puchiena and getting the first member of our Furry team, Fennekin, or Mr. Fox. I do the normal Emerald things, battle Brennan and his silly Poplio, help Wally get his Ralts, and defeat the Aquagrunt in Petalburg. Sadly, throughout all this, we had 0 encounters we could actually use, and we must battle the Ancient Master Roxanne with just our fantastic Fox. Luckily, most of our team is actually weak to fire or magic, so I at least have some confidence going into this, but it was quickly washed away by her Baltoy. While Baltoy is an ancient type and therefore weak to fire, his Fossilize slows down Mr. Fox, making him go first on the next turn, taking out Mr. Fox every time. After multiple losses, the XP we get from Dilip and Geodude leads to Mr. Fox evolving the Braixen and becoming the first fully fledged furry member of the team. With our newly evolved member, we take care of Geodude with Eldritch Blast and Dilip with Ember. She then sends out that dreaded Baltoy. Mr. Fox gets an Ember in, and Baltoy actually misses Fossilize, meaning we're able to defeat Roxanne and get our first badge. After Roxanne's defeat, I save Pico and the Devon parts and make my way towards Dewford Town in Brawly's Stinky Gym. We hit land and I make a beeline towards Granite Cave to get the next member of our team, Wispy the Bondsley, and I quickly evolve him into a Sudowoodo. After getting a new member, I go and challenge Brawly. And, well, his sock knows double kick and fighting super effective against Furry, so I won't say it goes well. But I do end up reminding myself that if I go talk to Steven, I get access to Slateport and therefore 2 more encounters. So I do just then enter Route 110 to catch Anubis Riolu, really creative name I know, and Swiper the Weasel. And while they're not Furry types right now, I'm saying it's okay to use them based on the rules I just made up and that I really need them to beat this gym. Okay, so realistically probably not, but that's how I rationalized it in the moment, so just bear with me on this one. With our new team members, we return to Brawly's gym and challenge him to one final battle. Brawly opens with a very Engi Mankey who's weak to fire, so he falls to Mr. Fox. His next Pokemon is Sock, whose super effective double kick takes out Mr. Fox. I send out Anubis, and his super effective Force Palm, because Sock is the These Nuts type and fighting beats These Nuts, is able to take him out. His final Pokemon is Machop, who we may take a shower with Swiper's Water Gun, getting us our second badge. To begin day 2, I make my way to Slateport to deliver the Devon parts. My delivery is interrupted by Team Aqua, and after defeating them, I get talking to by Archie, and as I leave, I make my way to Mauville City and run into... Yep, the man who in the last Too Many Types playthrough was the bane of my existence has returned in this one. Unlike last time, I have more than just a Braixen, so it shouldn't be too bad. He opens up with a Lombre, who goes down to a magic missile from Mr. Fox. He then sends out Brionne. I switch to Swiper and get some good damage in, but fall to Brionne. Brionne defeats Anubis and Mr. Fox as well, so I send out Wispy, and he barely lives in Aqua Jet, taking out Brionne, and Slugma clutching out the win. I reach Mauville and go to Route 117 to catch an Eevee, who will later become a Vaporeon and join a team. His name is Guppy. After catching Guppy, I put him and Swiper back in the box to try and keep this team furry only. I do keep Anubis because he's a friendship evolution, and I'm like 80% sure that walking with me will increase happiness, so he gets to stay. With our team sorted, we beat Wally so he'll move out of the way, and we go to challenge the top streamer in Hoenn, Watson. And in case it wasn't clear, Watson uses the Prime type, and he opens with a Porygon. Wispy takes out Porygon with a Slam, and he sends out a Whimsicott. I heal Wispy, but he eventually falls. Mr. Fox heals his Whimsicott, and Pikachu comes out and quickly falls to Magic Missile. He also had a Rotom. I guess I forgot to record saying he had a Rotom. He had a Rotom too. It went down to Magic Missile. It wasn't that interesting, but I figured, yeah, he had a Rotom. After defeating Watson, I make my way up Route 111 and capture Bugs Baneri and encounter Team Magma at Meteor Falls. After that, I run up Mount Chimney to stop their evil scheme and challenge Maxie to a battle. He opens with Mightyena and I open with Wispy. He gets switched out with Roar and I defeat Mightyena with a Mr. Fox. Wispy takes out Zubat and his found Pokemon Macargo falls to a Magic Missile. After Magma's defeat, I head out Jagged Pass and catch a very hard to find Rockruff. Unfortunately, when I caught him, it wasn't the right time to evolve him into the form I need, but I did get around to it later, but that was after we defeated Flannery. Speaking of Flannery, let's talk about her fight. She uses the Fluffy type and opens with a Furret, and I open with our newly evolved Swiper. Swiper gets paralyzed but takes out Fur with an Aqua Jet. Up next is Ninetales. Swiper gets some great damage in but falls, and I send out Mr. Fox to defeat Ninetales with a Magic Missile. Arcanine comes out and takes out Mr. Fox with a Bite, and I send out Wispy and take him out with a Rock Tomb. Her final Pokemon is Flannery, who Wispy takes out, getting us badge number 4. Day 3 begins with me heading back to my father in Petalburg City and challenging him to a Furry 1v1. My first few attempts don't go very well due to some bad openers on my part, but on attempt 3 we get the winning run. He opens with a Floatzel and I open with Swiper. Swiper shows why he's the better Floatzel by taking him out with the Plush Punch. Next is Lopunny. I switch to Mr. Fox, and Lopunny hits Mr. Fox with a submission. He barely lives and takes him out with the Flame Charge. His Vaporeon and Lucario falls to Swiper, and we get the win. After my furry father's defeat, I head towards Route 119, and our next encounter, McCloud the Zorua. After that capture, I reached the point I always forget about and enrolled the Weather Station. The Weather Station has a PC, so we add McCloud to the team and evolve him to the Sus Zoroark. After kicking Team Aqua out of the Weather Station, I'm stopped by that man, and he challenges me to a battle. I was definitely not prepared for this battle and promptly lost, so I make my way all the way back to have a rematch. I open with Mr. Fox expecting to be faster, but Lombre actually outspeeds me and takes out Mr. Fox. I send out Swiper and defeat him with a Plush Punch. Up next is Brionne, who also falls to Plush Punch. And his final Pokemon Slugma also falls to Swiper, getting us the Swiper Sweep and the win. After Brendan's defeat, I make it to Four Tree City and talk to Steven, where he gives me the Devinscope goggles. I start making my way back to the city when I'm jump scared by Latios. I obviously can't capture him, so he runs off, and I go challenge the groovy dancer Winona. She opens with Ludicolo, and I open with Wispy, who gets a Rock Slide in before falling to Water Pulse. In hindsight, I shouldn't have led with Wispy. I know she opens with Ludicolo, so I don't know why I decided to open with him. Swiper comes out, and with a Plush Strike, which seems to just be the kill option for everything in this game, it takes out Ludicolo. The same can be said for Exploud. She then sends out her scariest mon, Altaria. Knowing Altaria is the fluffy type, I try to take it out with an Aqua Jet to no avail, and it heals some of the damage I do and takes out Swiper. I'm definitely worried now. It has the potential to just set up Dragon Dance and sweep my entire team. I send in Lyacon, set up a Stealth Rock, it gets another Dragon Dance in and takes out Lyacon. I send out McCloud, and with a Vent, we're able to defeat Altaria before he can do anything too crazy, and McCloud's able to take out Chatot and Maractus, getting us to the win. Day 4 begins with Anubis finally evolving into Lucario, getting us another member of the furry team. After his evolution, I make my way to Lily Cove and confront Brendan to make him move out of the way. He opens with a Kangaskhan, and I open with Anubis and take her out with a Force Palm. Up next is the funny Slugma. I switch to Sudowoodo, or Wispy, and take him out with a Sucker Punch. I keep Wispy in, and Brendan sends out Primarina. Wispy lives with a Sturdy and defeats Primarina with a Sucker Punch as well. His final Pokemon was Ludicolo, who falls to McCloud's Foul. After Brendan's defeat, I head inside and evolve Guppy into Vaporeon. I switch him and Swiper around for the time being and continue my journey. I head to Mount Pyre to stop Team Aqua and get a little turnaround, but eventually reach the peak to confront Archie. He's a coward though and runs away after seeing me, and I get the Magma Emblem to confront Team Magma. I head to their hideout and instantly get lost, but eventually reach Maxie, who clearly doesn't understand color coordination as he uses the blue orb to awaken Groudon, just pissing him off. He then somehow makes it my fault and challenges me to a battle. He opens with Mightyena, who quickly falls to a Mystical Fire. His Crobat defeats Mr. Fox, and Lyacon defeats his Crobat but falls to Macargo. I send out Guppy to get us to win and make my way to Moss Deep City. I challenge Clay, who seems to be holding down the fort right now, and the battle starts off normal enough, taking care of Bouffalon and Duraludon, but with a good percent of my team dead, I was definitely worried. And then this happened.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening. I think they're killing themselves. I don't know. I'm sorry, Ray's in the background. It's fine though. I think I keep letting them go. They might just kill themselves.
Yeah, I still don't really know what happened. I'm just really happy it didn't crash my game. After the battle between dimensions, I kick Team Magma out of the Space Center with Steven and go find Team Aqua's Archie. His Mightyena falls to Anubis, and his Crobat and Crawdon fall to McCloud. After getting the win, Archie also doesn't know color coordination, pissing off Kyogre, and the end of the world begins. I would get Rayquaza fixing that problem and make my way to the final gym leader, the Crab Champion Juan. He opens with a Crawdon, who quickly follows to Mystical Fire, but Champ takes out Mr. Fox with a close combat, and I send on McCloud and vent the Champ. Kingler's Crabhammer defeats McCloud, and Anubis is able to defeat Kingler with a Force Bomb. And the same can be said for Crabominable, who also comes out and after an intense rave takes out Anubis. So I send out Guppy, finishing the job and getting us our final badge. The goal for the final day, as always, is to challenge the Elite Four and a champion. We start making our way through Victory Road, but we're stopped by Wally. Wally uses the Gender type, and I didn't really have any problems last time as I could remember, so I didn't think this fight would be that much of an issue. Boy, was I wrong, because Wally kicked my ass multiple times. His team had constant answers for mine, and at the time, it felt like I had no answers for his team. I did eventually come up with a winning strategy. He opens with a Rapidash and tries to power up with Trans Rights. I set up a Stealth Rock with Lyacon and force a switch out with Rar XD. Gallade comes out next, and the plan is to take him out with a Rock Slide, but Lyacon misses 2 of them and falls to Meteor Mash. McCloud finishes off Gallade with a Vent, and Wally sends out Milotic. I actually got fooled by McCloud pretending to be Wispy and kept him in, even when the plan was to switch to actual Wispy to deal with Milotic. McCloud gets some good damage in, but eventually falls, so I send out the real Wispy, who lives a Water Pulse with Sturdy, but gets confused and hits himself. I send out Mr. Fox, and Magic Missile deals with Milotic. His Sylveon takes out Mr. Fox, and I send out Anubis, who gets created turn 1, so Guppy has to defeat Sylveon. Roserade comes out next. I revive Mr. Fox. Mystical Flame takes out Roserade, and after a bit of healing and spamming Shadow Ball, we defeat Rapidash, getting us the win. I make my way through Victory Road pretty quickly and reach the League and the Elite Four. I can't say it went well at first, but we eventually got there. There's not really much to talk about with Sydney, as he uses a Silly type, and they all die to rocks, so you can probably guess how that went. Phoebe, on the other hand, is a gamer and opens with Sableye, who kept using Substitute to avoid my muddy water. He eventually takes himself out with 5 Knights, so Phoebe sends out Beware, who also falls to muddy water. Dusknoir comes out next, being the Uno Reverse type, which flips the type chart, and he sets up a 5 Knights of Phrase, but quickly falls. We take out Porygon Z with a Magic Missile, so Grimmsnarl comes out, takes the 5 Knights, and a Crunch defeats it, getting us the win against Phoebe. Look, I love Larry, I really do. He uses the Boring type, and that's weak to like a lot of things that I have on my team. And I just ended up spamming Magic Missile, so it wasn't really that interesting to talk about. But fuck, I love Magic Missile. It's such a goated move, and I hope it's still really good in too many types too. After the Larry fight comes that sussy Baka that I hate. He was the member who gave me the most trouble. He opens with an Imposter Ditto that turns into Mr. Fox, so I switch to Guppy and deal with him with the Muddy Water. Next is the Moongus, who follows Mr. Fox's Psychic, and the same can be said for Zoroark, surprisingly. Mimikyu's Disguise is destroyed by Mr. Fox, and I send out Wispy to get some good damage in, but he sabotages Wispy and switches to Licky Licky. Wispy damages Licky Licky, but eventually gets swapped into Anubis, who takes out Licky Licky with a close combat. The Mimikyu falls to Glump, and we get the win. And with that victory, we have reached the champion Wallace. Wallace opens with an Uno Reverse Baby, why not? I set up Stealth Rock and get him really low, but Lycon falls to a counter. Mr. Fox is able to take out Wynot with a Magic Missile, and Wallace sends out Sans the Shedinja. The Sans type is luckily weak to Ghost, so a Shadow Ball defeats him. Up next is the Deoxys. I send out Wispy, and he crits a Sucker Punch, and I'm pretty sure this is the only reason we are able to win this attempt. His Metagross goes down to Anubis' close combat, and next is Laius, who I let get 2 Calm Minds in, and she takes out McCloud and Wispy before Anubis glomps her. And Wallace's final Pokemon literally deals so much damage that it only ends up dealing 1 damage, meaning that we are able to easily take us out, making us the Furry champion of the Too Many Types region. Hey, thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little series. The plan was to play Too Many Types 2 after this, but it's unfortunately not out yet. So I'm not sure what's next on the docket, but hopefully I'll have it come out a lot sooner than this series has been. So I'll see you all there. Bye-bye.